Dear learners, our universe is vast, incomprehensible beyond our understanding, and unexplored. There are so many galaxies, planets, and stars that it would take several light years to even discover a quarter of the universe we live in. In this video, we will be discussing about nebula and birth and death of the stars. So stay connected in this super interesting video and do not forget to subscribe. A nebula can be described as a giant cloud of gas and dust in space, resembling a celestial nursery where stars come into existence. Some nebulae, that is more than one nebula, come from the gas and dust thrown out by the explosion of a dying star, such as supernova, and other nebula are the regions where new stars are beginning to form. These formations exhibit diverse shapes, sizes, and hues, sometimes radiating their own light or being illuminated by neighboring stars. Some of the famous nebulas observed in the universe are Eagle Nebula, Helix Nebula, Lagoon Nebula, Orion Nebula, Horsehead Nebula, Ring Nebula, etc. Although most of the nebulas are not visible with the naked eye, there are few nebulas that can be seen from the Earth without a telescope, such as Orion and Lagoon Nebula. However, these nebulas are only visible from dark, unpolluted areas and may require binoculars to see clearly. Stars are born in the vast clouds of hydrogen and dust called nebula that acts as a celestial nursery. Turbulence from deep within these clouds create high-density regions called knots. These knots contain sufficient mass that the gas and dust can begin to collapse from gravitational attraction. As it collapses, pressure from the gravity causes the material at the center to heat up, creating a protostar, that is, a baby star. When the enough mass collapses into the protostar, it experiences a dramatic and fiery transformation. Massive gas jets erupt, clearing away the remaining gas and dust. After millions of years, immense pressure and temperatures in the core squeeze hydrogen atoms to form helium, a process called nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion releases energy which heats the star and prevents it from further collapsing under the force of gravity. These stable stars are called as main sequence stars. Like everything else in the universe, stars also have a lifespan. A star's life and that depend upon its mass. That is, the bigger the star, the shorter life it has. The most massive stars, usually having mass 8 times that of Sun, quickly exhaust their fuel supply and swell into red supergiant that is growing up to 100 millions to 1 billion kilometer wide. They try to keep alive by burning different fuels, but this only works for a few million years, and then they blow themselves apart in a huge supernova explosion. And all that is left is a tiny dense object, a neutron star, or a black hole surrounded by an expanding cloud of very hot gas. While small stars like Sun or having mass like that of Sun, on the other hand, can continue fusing hydrogen for about 10 billion years, and if the star is very small, with a mass only a tenth that of Sun, can keep fusing hydrogen for up to a trillion years, longer than the current age of the universe. When all the fuel of these small stars run out, they will expand and become a red giant that is growing up to 100 times their original diameter. As a red giant loses heat, its core will expand and cool. Its upper layers will also expand and eject material that will collect around the dying star to form planetary nebula. Finally, the core will cool into white dwarf and then eventually into black dwarf. Now let's take a look into some interesting facts about these stars. There are approximately 200 to 400 billion stars in our Milky Way galaxy alone. There is maximum of 2500 stars visible to the naked eye at any one time in the night sky. Some of the stars that we see in the sky may already be dead. Yes, you heard it right. The light from the stars takes millions of years to reach Earth, and by the time it reaches us, the star would have died. I hope you liked the video. For more informational content, do not forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.